So Kelsey, go wait or skip.
Well, let me do
Well-
that.
It's Kelsey at the movies!
Kelsey at the movies. So Kelsey went to the movies and saw John Wick 3.
Parabellum.
Okay, yeah. It's the third installment in the John Wick series. I skipped this movie because I felt like I would probably have my eyes covered for most of it. So I skipped it.
I went and saw it because I was like, well, I saw the first 2 John Wick movies, so I want to see the third one. I like Keanu Reeves a lot. We had just watched Always Be My Maybe on Netflix, and he has a cameo in there, and I was like, yeah, everybody loves Keanu. He's great. So I went and saw the movie by myself.
So the setup for John Wick is that this guy was an assassin.
The best assassin ever in the world.
And somebody
He's like the Kelsey McCarson of assassins.
killed his dog. And then he
I had to kill
keeps
him.
having to go on revenge,
Yeah.
like missions, and gets pulled back in. And I feel like each installment is more violent than the previous one. So that's kind of like the John Wick calling card of the series. Like these like amazing action sequences that are laced in heavy violence.
Yeah.
And so that's John Wick
Well-
for you. He does all this in a nice black suit. And
And he looks cool because he's Keanu Reeves. He's like,
there's
whoa.
cool cars, motorcycles, you know. So that's the movie. Kelsey, go wait or skip.
Yeah, I'd say that this movie, if you haven't seen any John Wick movies, then definitely don't go see this movie. If you like the John Wick movies and feel like going to see it, then go see it.
So to either go or skip.
Yeah, like I went and I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was better than the second one. You know, I enjoyed the whatever, but what you're getting with this movie is not like a movie. This is like a comic book or a what is it called? Graphic novel, where it's just like for a certain kind of audience. They do really great action and there's really awesome scenes. They have like a plot that keeps you kind of on your toes. That's the intent. Like it's not boring, I guess. Unless you just get sick of like all the crazy awesome action, which I don't get sick of. So I enjoyed watching the movie.
How violent was the movie?
It was violent. It was, I don't know, you kind of become desensitized to it as well. So when it first started, there was a scene when he's in the library. And it was pretty brutal when he did this guy with this book. Later, man, he's having like knife fights with people and they're all throwing knives at each other constantly and stuff. And by that time, which is a short time later, you're like, oh, okay, I'm used to this. It's kind of like when you see Kill Bill or something. It's like, it just becomes so just part of this world that you don't really take it seriously. But it is a little bit jarring at first.
To me, Kill Bill was like really, really good movie.
This is I would
So when
describe
I saw
this
John
movie,
Wick 1 and 2, I don't describe it as that.
but I would describe this as like the best bad movie that you'll ever see.
Okay.
Meaning that like this whole premise is dumb and like childish and like 13-year-old boy-ish type stuff. But so is James Bond or Die Hard or all these other kind of action movies. You know what I mean? But it's made really, really well. The style of the movie is awesome. If you like the world building that they do, if you can turn your brain off, you know, and be like, well, why didn't all those guys just go shoot him at one time or whatever? Or even at the very beginning of the movie, I'm like, the very first John Wick, I'm like, how did those guys beat him up and take his dog, but then like scores of assassins can't kill him at once? Anyway, but besides all that, it's just fun to watch, and I enjoyed watching it. I was surprised at the end of the movie that like this isn't the end. I thought this would be like a trilogy.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're just going to pump these things out as long as people will go see them. I do think that people, as you know, there'll be less and less of a reason to go. But this movie wasn't that reason to stop going. Like I thought it was a finely made movie. I thought that the characters were interesting, and I thought that John Wick was awesome. It gets again like it's a little silly here and there, but that's just part of this world that they built.
Were there any spoilers in this review?
Yeah, spoilers. He cuts off his own finger. So.
That's your spoiler.
Yeah, and then the rest of the movie, he's like, except he doesn't have the finger. Anyway, that's a spoiler. That is a legit spoiler. He cuts off his own finger.
All right.
Is that something you want to see? If you do, like, comment, and subscribe to Rachelsey at the movies or Kelsey at the movies.
I'm not cutting off my own finger for you, so comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, we're
all
not.
You want.
You can cut. We don't support that. If you don't support it, like us, like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh.